There's all the boxes they came in and packing material. Yeah, look at them sitting there all ominously in my living room. Hi, everybody. My name is Peter, and I gotta say, I'm overwhelmed with your generosity and support. Okay, look, behind me are a bunch of books. These are my new book, The Incomprehendium, and I have this feature, this thing I'm offering on my website where I can draw and customize like the front page. I'll do a little doodle in it and sign it, and then I hide another little doodle somewhere inside the book for you to find. I didn't expect so many people to buy that service. Okay, I thought maybe like 20 or 30 people would do it, but so far at the time of me recording this, over 100 people have ordered that. So let's just say I've got my work cut out for me. And when I say I'm overwhelmed, I am. Look, it's going to take me a while to get through all of these. Okay, it's a good task to have, though, right? This is to get paid for people buying your artwork and then to get paid to draw in it. I just want to say how thankful and yeah, just really thankful I am to be able to do this. So thank you all. And if you ordered one of these customized books, I appreciate it. And I just kindly ask for your patience. I'm going to get to them. I'll get through them as fast as I can. And hopefully you'll enjoy the little customization that you get. All right. I did at first try to put these all in one big stack, but it gets really wobbly if you stack it up too high. Anyways, let's get drawing. Okay. Okay, if you don't want me to make you a customized, fully personalized copy of my new book, which is, by the way, 500 pages, hardcover, big as a math textbook, you could wallop someone on the head with this, put it on your coffee table. It's a great addition to any bookcase, bookshelf, what are they called? If you don't want me to make you one of these cool versions, that may take a while. It's also available on Amazon Prime and could get to your doorstep in like 2 days. They print them on demand. You can look in the back cover, like the very last page. It says when and where each one is printed. So go check out the links in the description. And just once again, thank you to everyone who has bought a copy. Like, this book has been a long time coming, and it's been so fun to see all the pictures that people have sent me of them like holding the book or their book with their stuffed animals. Someone sent me a book with a bunch of vegetables they had chopped up and were preparing for dinner. Just stuff like that, because it's been so long that for like 1 or 2 decades now, I've just been interacting with people online through the internet, which is beautiful. And I love it. I love reading all your comments and just interacting this way, but it's also fun to see that my art in the hands of real flesh and blood people. So thank you. If you buy one of these personalized copies, just know, like I said at the beginning, that it may take me a little while to get to yours, but feel free to email me at any time, peter@peterdraws.com. That's my email address. And you can ask me where you are in the queue, right? How many people are in front of you? It took me about a week or a week and a half to do 20 of these, but I think I'm slowly settling into it, getting into the groove of working through these books. This is a good problem to have. I did feel overwhelmed, like I said at the beginning, by how many orders were popping up, but this is, yeah, it's a good problem to have, all of these orders. So thank you to everyone who's ordered one, and go ahead and order them. You know, if this takes me a long time to do, if you know, there's 100, 1,000 of these being ordered, I will keep working on them for as long as it takes to get them all done. And I try to make each one fun and different. You can leave a little request, and I try to take it in consideration. And wait, we got to take a little break to work out for a moment. It's been 2 weeks now that I've been working out about every other day, just some simple like dumbbell exercises. I set up a little weight bench in my art studio, which is fun because I can play music loud and just mess around. And my latest installation, my latest update to my little workout space is some gymnastics rings, which at first seems pretty advanced because usually when you see gymnastics rings is in the Olympics, when there are these crazy ripped, like the top of the line, most strongest, highly trained people in the world doing things like iron crosses on them, holding their body with their arms outstretched in between the rings. But I found some very, basic exercises you can do on the rings, and they're just fun. I like them, so I've been starting doing fun little exercises on those as well. Plus, they're just cool. I don't know how to explain it, but I like them. I've been starting just holding my body in between them, or hanging from them and just pulling myself up and down. Or my next thing I'm going to start adding to my workout is some basic little jump rope activities. Just jump roping for like 5-10 minutes at a time. It's been a long time that people have, I read it, I hear it, working out is good for you, and I mostly ignored it because it's just another thing. My life is hard, it's complicated, there's always a million things going on, and I just couldn't wrap my head around working it into my life. But finally, I'm starting, and hopefully I can stick with it this time. I have noticed there is this moment of clarity and borderline ecstasy after I work out and I walk outside to go get in my car, when I just look at the sky and everything around me just seems so beautiful, and it just seems like a great day. Maybe that's like the runner's high people is always talking about that I never experienced before. Something like that. All right, it's 10:30 at night. You can see I've gotten 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 done, boxed up. And I just got back from a party. I had kind of a pretty sick outfit on, I think. It might have been slightly overdressed, but I think I look pretty good. I had a cape, frilly shirt. I didn't wear the hood most of the time, but I kept this buttoned up, and then like the frilly thing was coming out like this. Got the skull ring. So it was a fun little party, but I have a time. Oh yeah, look at these pants, the jacket. Yeah, that's nice. But we have time, I think, before bed to do a few more book drawings. Oh yeah, did I mention yet that everyone should go order one of these personalized books? Also, I have to thank all of the people. When I first released this book, it was only on Amazon, but enough people left comments saying, how do we order like a signed version from your website? And at first I was like, I couldn't wrap my head around the logistics of it all. I was already overwhelmed by just figuring out how to, the basics of releasing a book in the first place. But enough people left a comment that I was like, I got to figure out how to do this. So I figured it out, and now I'm doing it, and I'm very thankful that I have. So thank you for all the people who asked questions about that and pestered me about it, and all the people who want to do international orders. At first, I also didn't want to do that, but I've also gradually figured out how to do it because I was very hesitant about how the shipping is extremely expensive and different to every single different country. But there is, if you go on the website and see where to buy this book, there is a place right below it says click here for international orders on the product page on my website. And then you have to fill out a Google form, and then I will plug it in to Pirate Ship, which is a shipping website, which someone else in the comments told me about. Thank you. And then that will tell me how much it costs to ship to wherever you are in the world. And then I will send you a PayPal invoice, which when you get that invoice, you will see how much it costs to ship to whatever country you're in. And at that point, you can decide whether or not you want to pay the fee, the book plus probably an exorbitant shipping fee to some places like Australia, Germany. If it's across the Atlantic, it's probably, the shipping may very well cost as much as the book itself. A bunch of people have already filled out that Google form, and I've only sent PayPal invoices to a few of them. I apologize. I need to get on that. It's just a bunch of kind of typing and form filling out on my end, so I just need to get to it. Thank you to everyone who has filled that out, and some of them have even paid for it, even though it's like an incredible amount of money. Thank you, and I will get your orders sent out as well very shortly. Wait, we got to work out again, and then get a smoothie afterwards. I've been listening to some audiobooks while I do most of these drawings. One was a sequel to a book called The Fifth Season. Has anyone listened to that, read that? The sequel is called The Obelisk Gate. It's kind of a fantasy novel about some people. I can't tell if it's a fictional world or some future version of maybe a past version of our world. And there's some people with powers, and there's insidious conspiracies. So I've read the first and second book of that series. Pretty good. I would recommend it. And now I'm reading in the middle of a book called The Strength of the Few, which is a book that just came out, and it's a sequel to a book called The Will of the Many, and that's by James Islington. And the first book I mentioned, The Fifth Season, is by N.K. Jemisin. And these are both good series. I'd recommend them to anyone who likes kind of fantasy books, people with, magical powers and intrigue and figuring out mysteries and people learning about their own powers and stuff. I mean, that's a pretty solid and popular genre, because I like a problem I've had lately is finding a really good book series with a lot of books in it and being excited to be like, oh wow, there's 5 or 6 books in this series. There's so much content, hours and hours of things to listen to. But then by like the end of the second or third book, not that I get tired of the story or the characters, I get tired of the way the author writes, the little idiosyncrasies, things you wouldn't notice until you've listened to 30 or 40 or 50 hours of one author's writing. Like maybe they rely a lot on describing the way characters like clench their jaw, or just weird little things like that. They're not bad. You just see them popping up over and over again, or you just can listen to one person talk for only so much, right? Okay, it's time to work out one more time. On Sundays, I do chest and triceps. On Tuesday, I do back and biceps. And then on Thursday, I do leg and shoulders. And then on Friday and Saturday, I don't do anything. Or maybe I go on walks and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. That's where I'm at right now. All right, so as you'll see here at the end of the video, I've got my shipping and packaging and mailing system down to a pretty good process, which makes me feel better about having to do over 100 of these now. When I started this at the beginning of the week, I only had like 100 orders, and now by the time I'm finishing 20 of them, I had like 160 orders. So once I marked 20 of them shipped, it was down to like 140. So yeah, I'm getting orders quicker than I'm finishing them. So I got to step up my game, or maybe the orders will peter off, or anyways, I just got to keep plugging away at it. I got my boxes and my bubble wrap, which makes the books fit perfectly into the boxes. And then I throw a few stickers in the front cover of the book for whoever's getting them to have some fun stickers. And then I tape them all up, which you'll see me do. I just sit in front of the TV and just tape them all up. And then I have my fun new little label printer, which I was so happy to use. It worked so good, so I didn't have to manually write all the addresses on the front of the boxes, and just slap those labels on there. And then I use the USPS Click and Ship website to just copy and paste all the addresses in there, and it automatically, for domestic shipping, this worked wonderfully. Just copy and pasted all the addresses in there, and I bought my labels and shipping that way, and just boop, 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 done. Slap all of them on there. Then I just had to go and take them and drop them off at the post office, because I like seeing the people at the post office. There's a guy named Ken there that I talk to sometimes, and I don't know, it's just fun to see a face, because I've already, that's already a problem I run into too much, is sitting in my room not seeing anyone. I think in the future I might live stream some of these drawings, because I think if I live stream it, then it might help me lock in a little bit more, stay on task, have people to chat with online, and y'all can see some of the process and hang out with me while I do some of these drawings. So thanks for watching, everyone. Thank you again to everyone who has bought one of these, whether it's a customized, personalized version or just one on Amazon. Appreciate all the support. It's very encouraging. I'm having a great time with it. And thank you for your patience, too, if you bought one of these. I'm just one guy doing these drawings as fast as I can, trying to get them out to you. And see you later, all right? Okay? Bye. Oh, came out the wrong printer. Okay, I just wasted so much paper printing out 20 labels. They're the wrong size. I want them to come out of this little label printer I got. It went out the wrong printer again. It's working. Look at it go. Yeah, that's so much faster.